Hello guys, this is Boomerang here and welcome back to another video, and today this is episode 91 of Desert Survival. And today we are starting off in the Nether because even though this isn't where I was going to do most of this episode, I did want to show you some off-camera work I've been doing. So first off, if we go down here, you'll see there's no beacon beams, yet I do still have the effect. It looks like it's some sort of bug, because I moved the beacons beneath the bedrock. So they're still there, and the beacon's still up. I'm still getting the effects, although it doesn't show the beacon at all, which I think is quite cool. The way I found this out was I was trying to find where, I get the beacon effects I had on the Nether Fortress. Um, you know, I was trying to figure out that, and then I realized that I got the effects and I didn't see any beacon beams at all. So yeah, I decided to move them beneath the bedrock because apparently that's a bug. And since it's a bug, I'm gonna exploit it to its max. Wait until Mojang catches it. Then this world will become a whole lot uglier. I also moved the beacons this way a bit so that I get more coverage. So I get coverage here in the gold farm, of course, and also in the Hoglin farm for the most part. And according to Hoglin farm, I was actually AFKing here. I think it was for 16 hours. Let me do the mental math real quick. Probably more like 17, I think. It was a lot of hours. But yeah, let's see what we've got. Oh, holy crap. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to bring shulker boxes. I'm an absolute idiot. Oh yeah, I also got more beacon effects over here. There's also that. So yeah, let's just grab some shulker boxes, and I guess let's just bring them over to the villager trading hall. And of course, we've got a massive zombified piglin army here. Like any good AFK session. Lovely. So this is the loot we've got. Yeah, quite a lot to be honest. So let's bring this all back to our villager trading area then, shall we? We've got the pork chops and the leather in, so let's just return these shulker boxes, and yeah, this should be good. I also am starting to run low on shulker boxes, so we'll probably need to go end busting soon. Although that will be for another video. Because in today's video, we will be doing some mob proofing. Yep, we'll finally be doing it. After 91 videos of having to deal with these annoying slimes, we are finally gonna be able to do something to get rid of them. Oh boy, is this a dream to come true. This will make the playing on the world so much easier. The difference is gonna be great. So yeah, let's get started. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering about the beacons, yeah, here they are. They actually exist. It's not like some sort of ghost effect I have, even though it might seem like that from above. Anyways, back with the video. I got name tags off camera, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in the road system beneath and dig a hole and put slimes in there. It's basically what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna start off with this area over here, so there's one big slime. We need to wait for some to spawn, and I guess it'll doesn't have to be perfectly on 0-0. I'm gonna kill this guy in the meantime, so that's easier to dig a hole. Okay, I have to kill these guys as well, or else it'll clog the mob cap, which is something I don't want to happen just yet. But yeah, I'm gonna do it right here, so I don't have to use shears or whatever. I'm gonna make a 4x4. Or actually 5x5, I think is probably better. And make it 4 blocks deep. And basically this is going to be where I'm going to bury all the slimes. Oh wait, slimes take fall damage. If it's 4 blocks deep. Okay, I guess it'll be 3 blocks. Then. I mean, you'll definitely be able to hear the slimes either way. If you're going this route. Or through that lane, but it's kind of not something we can do anything about. So yeah, let's just start grabbing some of these big slimes. And let's start luring them into this pit. What I'm gonna do is first kill the big slime. Or name the tag the big slime like this. Right before he gets in there, I'm gonna kill him to small slimes. And I'm gonna lure the small slimes into the pit. I actually decided to do a different tactic where I decided to kill all of the big slimes and small slimes. For slime proofing first. And then I'm gonna lure all of the small slimes into the pit. These guys move so slowly. Oh my gosh, this was a mistake, wasn't it? And oh god. No. No. Come on. Are you kidding me? I forgot that they jump. Okay, how am I even gonna do this then? I think what I have to do is get the guys to medium slimes first. And then kill them as small slimes. I think that's what I need to do once they're in the pit. Alright. Got a slime. Knock him in there. Oh. Never mind. Let's get the medium slimes in. Gonna have to kill them with an axe. And boom. We've got more small slimes in here. Perfect. This is what we need to do. This does not seem to be working. I still see a lot of slimes out. I'm pretty sure I have at least 70 guys down here. Let's see. Yeah, and there's a lot of guys down here as well. Yeah. I have all these guys, it's still not working. So I think we have to try a different approach. This is the approach I actually used in episode 35. And basically what we're going to do is make a giant mob spawning area. And since the game prioritized spawning mobs over slimes, what will happen is that basically the mobs will just continue to spawn there, and then the slimes will just spawn. The game will spawn mobs instead of slimes, and it would, in theory, clear this area out during the day. Now what I just need to do is clear basically a really large area, which is 2 blocks tall like this. I'm not gonna light anything up. And in theory, what should happen is that mobs should start spawning here, and the game will prioritize the mob spawns over the slime spawns, so basically there will be no slimes above ground. That's the idea. Like I said with the Mega Build in episode 35, I actually utilized this tactic, and it did work. So, in theory it should work, but who knows. Yep, mobs are starting to spawn. Alright. So I'm just gonna get the heck out of here. That's fine. And close it up. Now, in theory, slime shouldn't spawn. Okay, there's fewer slimes. Some just spawned over there. Okay, so it looks like I have to build it up a bit more. Although, yeah, as you can see, there isn't as many slimes as there normally is. Just gonna make sure there isn't any stuck in here, because this does go through some slime chunks, I know. And it doesn't look like it. So it looks like I need to make the area a bit bigger. So yeah, let's just do that. Okay, we've got this area expanded to roughly twice its size. Let's see now how it works. All I just need to do is break the torches and just let mobs start spawning. And yep, they're already starting to spawn, so I've got to hurry up. Luckily I saved the center torches for, oh, never mind. Luckily I saved the torches closest to the center for last. Now I just need to get out of here. Okay. And now let's see. There used to be so many slimes, and now it's cleared out. Holy crap. Still that guy. Just, I'm gonna make sure he isn't named. Nope. Just I'm gonna kill him. Wow, this is surreal. Let's fly up here. There's very few slimes. Oh my gosh. We've did it. We've did it. We've successfully slime-proofed this area. I mean, there is a few more blocks I need to dig out in order to get just the remaining few slimes that are still around. But look at how empty this area is. Holy crap. Now, as I do the last section, I think that'll be time for daily rambling. So, yeah, I think what I'm gonna actually do is do it at this level, just for safety purposes. Because, yeah, I'm not effing with that again. In this rant, I want to go back to talking about politics. Now, it actually is late at night and my parents are asleep, so I need to talk a bit quieter. That's why, if you hear me being a bit quiet, that's why. So, yeah. Anyways, what I just want to talk about is how it seems like a lot of people don't really realize how difficult politics are. What I mean is that I see a lot of people on, I mean, okay, it's on TikTok. I mean, what do you expect the average IQ of the average TikToker to be? But I see a lot of people there just saying like, oh, I'm just gonna, things like, oh, I'm just gonna lower gas prices to, I don't know, 50 cents a gallon, or I'm gonna solve world problems by myself, or and stuff like that. In reality, is that that's not how the world works at all. It's very difficult how the world works, and you can't just say that as blatant or blank statements. Like, what are you gonna do to stop Putin's invasion of Ukraine, for example? That's all on him. Are you gonna, I don't know, send a make hundreds of CIA assassination attempts? Because we've done that before on Cuba, and that didn't work. And Russia's a much larger nation with a much stronger spy agency than Cuba. So, do you think it'll work there? Also, that would probably risk an entire war with the US. So, how are you gonna deal with that? And with the gas prices, there's so many factors which go in. Like, for example, the reasons why gas prices have been going up lately is because of the war in Ukraine. Russia's one of the largest producers of gas in the world. And and so are we. The three big producers are Russia, the US, and Saudi Arabia. And in order to get cheap gas prices, you have to negotiate with all three of them. Yeah, including Russia. And basically, you have to negotiate to lower them. Although the problem is that they're not going to be so accepting to it. I mean, in the US, we do have a lot of oil ever since we've discovered fracking. But that's not our only income source. You know, we have a lot of other ones, like related to agriculture and businesses and that sort of stuff. The problem is that with Russia and Saudi Arabia, that's not the case. They're both just massive petrostates. So what they want are higher oil prices so that they make more profit off of each barrel of oil. So try negotiating that to them. Try saying just try. I wanna see you make it work. Because guess what? It's really hard. And it is really hard, especially seeing that one of the nations is an enemy of the US and the other one is more misogynistic than Andrew Tate. So yeah, try. Just try, okay? I want to see it. And if you succeed, let me know, please, because, yeah, I don't know about that. And there's just so many more, like, things with these. Like, for example, with the climate change stuff, I've heard a lot of ridiculous takes about this, ranging from cars could have been built electric, although the only reason we used oil was because of profits and that sort of stuff, or that the world will end in 5 years, which deserves a whole nother video, because that is just a stupid claim in of itself. But what I'm saying now is, like, basically trying to fix climate change. Like, how are you going to do that? Like, there's already the Republicans, and this is in the U.S., there's already a party, Republicans, which are completely devoted to stopping. No, sorry, I mean stopping any effort of fixing climate change. They want to continue having oil produce stuff and that sort of stuff. They're like allergic to the idea of electric cars and that sort of stuff. How are you going to convince those people? And keep in mind, this is one of the two biggest parties in the U.S. So this is a lot of people. How are you going to convince those people to give up uh, the fossil fuel industry and go for electric? They're uh, what they say is that they do it for jobs and the economy. I mean that's something I don't agree with. But what I mean is, how are you going to convince those guys that and not mention like vast majority of them that electric is good, to save the world because they probably don't care. And there's some of them which, and the Republican Party is the same one which is known for believing conspiracy theorists. So how are you gonna tell them about climate change? They're just gonna say, "Oh, that's government propaganda. It's fake." Like you can't do anything. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is idealism. Is so idealist that I see. And there's also pacifism, which oh boy, that deserves a whole nother video of itself. I dealt with so many pacifists, and it angers me. It just angers me how oblivious people can be with the world. It just doesn't work. It's idealistic. There's no way that we can survive as a nation or as a culture. I mean, the West, or the West as a culture, or anything like that, with pacifism. China and Russia would take over our butts. Just like that. Like, and not only that, other powers such as Iran would probably capitalize it as well, others which don't believe in pacifism. Have we So yeah, there's just so many of these idealistic things that I hear over and over again, and it's like, just you try, okay? And it's like these are things people use like against people like Biden or people in, presidents in the EU and that sort of stuff. Just try. That's my recommendation. Just try to do that, and then you'll see how effing hard it is to do any of that, especially with how polarized our world is. And I see no slimes currently. It is night, which is important to note because that will also be absorbing a lot of spawns. But yeah, this is looking really promising so far. The only ones I see are small slimes, probably some that I killed because I usually don't kill the small guys since it's not really necessary and it just clogs my inventory with slime balls. Ooh! Ooh! There's so few mobs! Oh my gosh! Now, okay, now the mobs should start prioritize spawning down there and not up here. Wow, that's the first slime I've seen, and I've been looking around here for 30 seconds. And that guy's pretty far away as well. Oh my gosh, we are so close. I had to stop because my pickaxe was about to break. But oh my gosh. We're so freaking close. Oh. For now, I think this is good though. There are next to no slimes anywhere. I mean, that big guy that we saw over there just despawned. Maybe for whatever reason, mobs were like not spawning there like normal, and those were just the exception. There's a small guy which spawned there. I've only seen 4 slimes so far. Okay, that guy's kind of out of range. Okay, that guy spawned. These guys spawned? Wait, what did they spawn? Okay, we got a few big guys over there. Is that out of range? I didn't think it was out of range. Yeah, there's no slimes at all over here. This is strange. It really is strange. I think that was actually the case with episode 35 that I had as well. I didn't completely slime proof it, although I I almost completely did, like what's happening now. And I mean, this is good. It like at this rate, I mean, the chances of slimes actually spawning inside of my villager trading hall and that sort of stuff is very low. So yeah, I don't need to worry about slimes currently. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do it off camera this episode or if I'm going to do a completely different episode. I don't know. But yeah, this seems really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out!